DA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the LA Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Right on, dog. Thanks for communicating. Get this game scheduled.
For a touchback here.
Appreciate that. Ooh.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because
it's been a while since I played a game. Bruh.
Blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. You talk about the defense for these Chargers. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
No, we changed it. What? We changed it.
Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Here's 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. That is caught. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this 1st drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That's caught. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's 1st score.
Good drive, good. You got a huge 3rd down conversion right there, your tight end.
7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it 2nd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
And now an audible here into something else. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jermaine Johnson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Home trip's right.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
He was defended by
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
at their own 12-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Play action. It's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Man in motion left. That's Collins. To throw is Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. 3rd down and 6.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
No, we changed it. What are you? Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
Now it's Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about
It'll take me a few minutes to get back into Madden mode. It's been a minute since we played a game here.
Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Touchdown, Houston. Jatavion Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tough.
That's all he wants to do is run to the right. He's running to the right. That's all he wants to do is scramble.
Tremendous body.
I mean, he's got Lamar Jackson, so he's going to utilize it.
Set to kick off.
Pinheiro now to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
So he has his safeties really down in the box, and then looks like his zones are dropped on the high side.
Again with a 1st down now. To his running back, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Herbert going to change the play here. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's Herbert. Goes underneath to Martin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Herbert throwing again. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
All right, man, I'm going to hover over the line, too. I'm hovering over the line, too. We're going to reciprocate that shit.
Out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this one, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Let's go, let's go.
Yeah, you're not supposed to hover over the line, though. That is a rule. That's a pretty basic rule. We all know what that shit does.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
You know what that shit does, dog. We know it glitches out the O-line. You're not going to get away with that shit with me. We're going to keep it between you and I. I ain't going to go crying into the league, but you're going to hear me out.
From the gun, again to Martin. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have cut it back within a
big difference when you fucking called out for hovering over the line, too.
And that one makes it 14-7.
I noticed it on the first 2 possessions I had.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Third down and 13. Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they got them pretty revved up, don't you? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. A give to Martin here out the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 49.
Now Herbert going to change the look.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
First and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Baylor, Tiger. Baylor. Hey, go Lion, 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 Lion.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Let's go. Hey, Ray.
Now it's Herbert. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Now a first and 10 at the 11.
380. Delta. Let's go. Go.
Again, Herbert.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Oh, that was a hell of a late read. What? That was a hell of a late read. Had a sun glare on my TV and I couldn't fucking see it till the last second. Good read.
They can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
Well, this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Here's second and 10.
From the gun, Jackson.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining
See,
in the second quarter.
if your kicker got the leg, you're going to go for the gusto. You should go for the gusto, bud. I think you need to go for the gusto.
With 2 ticks left here in the half,
Don't kick it. Go for the gusto.
They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will do it for this first half.
Set to kick off.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him.
I think you inherited this team too, dog. That's fucking impressive to inherit this team.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
And this play still live. He faked the spike.
I just had to take that one. I ain't gonna fucking burn my timeout.
He'll go down. They got him. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Herbert now. Drops it off to Martin. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. They set up the screen.
Come on, dog. That was a good play, and that was a bad throw, though.
Never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
We're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Herbert changing things up.
5-9.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line.
59. Ready.
On fourth down, Herbert. And it's
he dropped it. That was a damn good play.
turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Nothing.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Here's Jackson to throw.
Now that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Play action. It's Herbert. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Looking left side, and it's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
16-yard line.
Herbert. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Yeah, what's up?
Incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get...
Yeah, I'm here.
That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Hey, Kappa. Set.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Nobody caught his ass. Damn, dog.
And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense.
Wow, if there was any thought this was going to turn around, that just ended it right there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
And that's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Bulldozes past him. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Charger drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line.
Moment trips right. Crowd right. 59.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Herbert. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Martin. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Touchdown! A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a
How about all that the commentaries are saying, the commentators? Got a lot of ground to make up, fool. You're fucking 2 scores ahead. Fourth quarter, 2 scores ahead. Be tough, but we're going to keep going. I hope you fuck up some way, somehow. Like, fuck up.
So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw football.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Gain of 12. First down, Texans.
What are we? What is it? Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
Jackson from the shotgun. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins with career touchdown number 60. And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Well, that's not the kind of fucked up shit I wanted to happen, but it happened.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Home troops right.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this. And you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
5-9. Go. Ready.
Throwing on second and long. Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Motion, check. Shift. Hey, easy. We'll go orange.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Yeah, bro, these guys did not block.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive, as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
That is caught. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
And the Texans first down.
Middle. You are X.
To throw is Jackson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Home troops right.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Hey, Ray, 380.
Here's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
40-yard line.
5-9. Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's complete to Mooney. He's got room to roam.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Darnell Mooney.
40 yards.
And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Chargers 21. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
DC, ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield.
But taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Houston. Jatavion Sanders. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Eddie Piñeiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And fighting down inside the 25.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other.